single day I'm gonna make something great. That's my way. Every single day I'm gonna make something great. That's my way.
Hey there, Cerise here. Thank you so much for joining me. Good morning, afternoon, or evening. So here's the news update on the Dominican today. This is a post that I saw on the Dominican today, and it's about Danilo asking for an extension for the state of the emergency. So let's read it. Dominican Republic leader wants state of emergency 25 more days. Santo Domingo, President Danilo Madina requested via the Senate a third extension of the state of emergency for an additional 25 days from May 18th to June 11th. At once, the Senate was convened for Wednesday, May 13th at 11 a.m. to debate the request. Medina's request comes on the last day he's able to do so, since the state of emergency was declared on March 13th to deal with the pandemic. So he's asking for 25 days again. 2 times before, he's asked for 25 days. The first time he asked for 25 days, he was granted 15 days. The second time he asked for 25 days, he was granted 17 days. And so now he's asking for another 25 days, most likely because he knows he'll be granted either 15 days or 17. It really depends on the deaths. Now, there have been a few more deaths recently. I heard up to 500 in the last few days. So that could be a reason why he feels that he can extend it now, because he's like, well, the amount of people who are passing on or infected have now increased. And so he's looking at it like, you know what? Keep things on lockdown a little bit. I do see a lot of people out in the street getting frustrated. I see a lot of people out in the street working. I see a few places that were not open for the last couple of months. I see them now opening up, and I see people. Everyone's wearing masks. Everyone is doing the Corona handshake, the nod, and everyone is wearing, keeping their social distancing as much as they can. But I will say this, sometimes I do see 2-3 people together, sometimes 5 around, but it's not usually a group. And that's what the law is here. No grupo. No groups, more than 6. So, I just wanted to share that with you guys. Now, there's some new news as well, which I found very interesting. Let's change the pace here. Death toll from drinking moonshine at 177. Okay, so let's read the article. Santo Domingo. The Minister of Public Health on Tuesday said there are 177 deaths from drinking Claren moonshine, which he labeled as an extremely high case fatality rate. Rafael Sanchez Cardenas said they continue the operations to locate the stills and distribution centers in various provinces. He said they were initially located in Greater Santo Domingo and some nearby provinces, but have already spread to other locations in the Dominican, Haiti border areas, with seizures made in conjunction with the Ministry of Defense. So guys, I know a lot of you love your booze, you love your alcohol, and when you get here, some of you like to have that overproof rum. Some of you love to get that homemade moonshine, but then others are like, I'm not drinking anything that's not approved. I can remember one time when I was on another island, Cuba, many years ago, and I was on a farm. And the farmer said to me, we were all sitting around the table, and we got an excursion to his farm, and we all were sitting around, and it was a really great day. And at the end of the day, he opened up a bottle of rum and he gave us all a shot of rum. And I was thinking it was Habana rum, Havana white rum. But we all like took a shot of it, and I couldn't get it down. I was like, whoa, oh, this is strong. And I wasn't the only one. There were a few other people. It's one of those rums that just don't go down the throat unless you're used to it. It was literally like fire. It just comes right back up. And he laughed and he giggled, and we were like, what is this? And right away we were all really nervous. And he's like, oh, I made it. Come look. And he took us around the farm end of the farm, and he was like, shh, this is not legal. We can't do this, but look. And he showed us all kinds of little big bottles, small bottles, like recycled bottles with rum in it that he made in his farm. I was like, oh my gosh. And I didn't speak anywhere close to Spanish then. Hola, and that was it. But I wanted to say to him, like, you shouldn't do that to tourists that are coming to your house. Like, you could poison someone, because they don't have any way to really tell the percentage or the proof of what the alcohol is. So, we all went away. Of course, I won't lie. We all bought a bottle of it, just to be polite and stuff. And we all like walked away. And I think we all kept it to be honest with you, I don't even know what I did with mine. Probably left it in my room. But that's what you do when you're on excursion and you try to support the local farmers and everything. We also bought some fruits. But yeah, that's a story there. And you got to be careful, because it can be very easy to go on a farm, to go meet a lot of people, and especially you expats right now who have decided to stay during the coronavirus and who decided to not travel abroad and just live here. A lot of you guys are traveling during the day before lockdown, and you're going to the countryside, you're going to different places, you're taking time to travel now, because a lot of you guys have your car here and you're just driving around the country, and you're taking advantage of the lower rates, and you're keeping your social distancing, you're putting your masks on, and yeah, you might go and visit a farm and try to go get a bite to eat or a meal or something, or even if you're just visiting for photos, and they may offer you some rum or some overproof moonshine. Please be careful. There's a specific name for it. Let me see if I can link on to the update, because this story actually started in 2017, and it is very interesting. It started from Haiti. 9 people died originally, and then it started to change. Right now it's at 177, and over all those years it has risen. I'm not able to find that article, but I do want to find another one from yesterday, and it's just about the pandemic numbers for the Dominican Republic. All right, so let's go away from the moonshine. You guys just got to be careful, please. And I giggle. I'm not giggling at the death rate. 177 people are very serious amounts to lose to alcohol. But what I'm saying is, please, moonshine can be fun. You can have a good time on it. But no matter, even if it is a low percentage, take your time drinking it and try to steer clear of it, especially if you are traveling up in the mountains overnight and everything of that nature, because I heard that it could have a pretty hard bang hangover. I've never tried moonshine in this country at all. And I'm really not into it, but I'm just trying to say, if that's your thing, be careful. All right, now on to the next. When it comes to the numbers, pandemic numbers for the Dominican Republic, Santo Domingo, as of today, this was yesterday, Monday, 669 people are hospitalized for coronavirus, of which 131 are in intensive care units, and 62 of these are on ventilators. The deceased increased to 393, with 5 new deaths. The Minister of Public Health, Rafael Sanchez Cardenas, reported that the confirmed cases increased to 10,634, with 287 new cases, and the recovered cases increased to 2,870. Of the positive cases, there are 1,975 with hospital isolation and 5,396 with household isolation. Most of the positives, that is 5,721 are men. Wow. Out of all of them, 5,000, that's a lot more men. Huh. Isn't that interesting? There's a lot of comments here. I'm not going to get into them. All right. So, you guys, those are the updates. I just want to let you know that, I heard that the Dominican Republic will be opening up its borders May 30th. And then I heard that a lot of the flights that were coming here internationally from America have now been held over. They were supposed to come May 30th. They were supposed to come June 1st, June 3rd, June 4th, 7th. But for some reason, nada. For some reason, they just keep holding it off. So, guys, I heard that the government wants to stimulate the economy in America first. And then that's when things are going to be changed. And when the American government gets stimulated again. So, that's all around the world. I would say all governments would probably want that. Stimulate your economy first before the people go out and stimulate other economies. But in any case, guys, I just want to say thank you so much for listening. That's the update here in the Dominican Republic. And I want to say to you, if you have anything at all, any news at all that you want to share, or if you want to share anything about story time again, let me know. Alrighty, thank you so much for joining me. Have a wonderful, blessed day.
Every single day